What's going on, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Final Fantasy. Get going with wrapping up some of these side quests. We got some main story to progress in.
You one of the outsiders, then?
Get these out of the way first.
I am. Shula invited me. Are you Manda's father?
I am. Got you running errands for her already, has she?
She's asked to see my chocobo, but I'd need your help and your boat to bring her here.
Or you could just say no. Honestly, that girl and her birds, she'll be growing feathers soon enough.
Well, truth be told, I didn't take the idea seriously at first. But thinking about it, it would make it easier to get around if I had Ambrosia here. Can you help?
If you're sure that's what you want. The tributary says we're to treat you lot as we would each other. So, if you need me to ferry your bird over, then that's what I'll do. Still, they don't take the water easily. I'll need you to bring us a mimic gourd or two to keep her calm on the journey over.
And where would I find one of those?
Oh, don't ask me. It's been years since I last brought a chocobo across the bay, and I'm told the world's changed a fair bit since then. Where do you usually get your stable supplies from?
Well, the man who made Ambrosia's tack lived in Martha's Rest, and if I remember correctly, he traded in chocobo feed too. So I suppose I'll go and ask him.
Back to
I'll
Martha's
be
Rest,
sailing
though.
over to Northreach soon to pick up some supplies. While I do that, you collect your bird and your gourd, and then meet me by the shore. Just don't take too long, all right?
Sounds reasonable to me. It's actually a nice touch that they created a law reason to get Ambrosia across the sea like that. A lot of times they would have just teleported on with us. Video game logic, but they actually made a story for it. It's nice, I appreciate stuff like that.
If we pick too many of the flowers that
Wouldn't have been a problem if she was just here, but I like that there's a reason. Cool little thing. What can we do for you? We'll grab this before we leave, just in case she wants us to leave too.
Speak with you a moment. There is a matter with which I would beg your aid.
Of course, what is it?
Please, not so loud.
Something serious then.
Yes, I think we might have company. I was passing by the low gate when I saw a figure moving among the trees up on the cloak. At first, I thought it must have been you or your brother, so I didn't say anything, but the more I think about it, the more certain I am that the figure looked familiar.
And you're sure it wasn't one of the other villagers?
Positive. I think it was someone from outside the wall who has found his way inside.
It's not impossible that we could have been followed.
Could just be my imagination playing tricks on me. I only caught a fleeting glimpse, and it might have been you or your brother. But if it is who I think it is, we cannot allow him to leave now that he knows we're here.
Well, who do you think it is?
Would you go and see? He won't try to hurt you, believe me. Given what lurks in the forest, the only one likely to get hurt is him.
This seems like a scorned lover kind of thing.
Very well. Whether the man you saw is who you believe him to be or not, we need to know. It may yet be someone else entirely. Someone who means your people, or my people, harm.
Maybe she had an admirer whenever she was beyond the wall.
Just promise me that if you do find someone up there...
Don't worry. I won't draw my sword on
No, you see, if I was Clive, she would have been getting questioned already about who that is, because she clearly cares about them and doesn't want
Miller,
anything to
This
happen.
man you saw, might he be the customer you told me of?
I fear so.
Customer, huh?
Customer.
I'll explain later. Come on.
Well, we'll deal with this before we head on out. Whatever's going on there. You don't want people getting news of this place, because it'll get raided real quick, especially given the current state of the outside world. Ain't no blue skies where we're going. She Clearly cares about this dude to a certain degree, though, unless she's just one of those kind-hearted people, wouldn't hurt a fly kind of thing, but... I wonder how he managed to get across the ocean. Maybe he just gambled and followed that ship through the wall.
A bottle.
Ocean.
Breath of the arbor. Perfume from Sambrag. Looks expensive, too.
Yeah, I thought it gave lover or secret admirer vibes.
Who's there? Stop!
You're not fit out for these hilltops, I can tell you that. You look like you're wearing a waistcoat. You're dressed to impress, not just to fight wolves. He's definitely a secret admirer or a simp.
Hang on! I'm coming!
Yeah, that's what happens.
Don't eat me! I'll give you gut rot, I swear!
Oh, lucky for you, I don't think they're gonna be chomping anything.
Stand back. I'll handle this.
Be the last!
Staying far away from that toxic flower. I'm gonna let these stupid plants make me waste a potion again. There we go. Alright, friend, what's your story? Although I'm pretty sure I already know what it is. I figured that out before the perfume bottle.
Are you all right?
I'm more than all right. I'm saved! Oh, I could kiss you!
Maybe you should introduce yourself first.
Hervey! I knew it was you. What are you doing here?
I came to see you. Oh, my little canary. It's been so long.
Thank you for saving him and sparing him.
Who is he?
Hervey, one of many clients from my employment beyond the wall.
Which is...
One of many clients. We spoke every night of our plans together.
Did she work at the Vale?
Songs of love into each other's ears. And then you upped and vanished without so much as a word.
I left you a note, didn't I? I told you I was sorry, but that we could never be together. That I could never abandon my family. And I told you not to look for me. How did you even find this place, anyway?
The flame of your love was as a beacon in the night that guided me to you.
Hervey.
I was walking by the coast near Northreach when I saw a lady who looked like you. Eyes like the ocean. Hair like the driven snow. The next moment, she and her companions were jumping in a skiff and sailing out towards the wave. So I, borrowed the nearest boat and started rowing.
Well, he's got to get some kind of points for initiative, right?
So what?
He's dedicated.
You rowed, found a nose how many leagues across the bay, simply because you saw a woman with white hair.
And as I did, the skies changed from a dull and hopeless grey to a bright and benevolent blue. That was when I knew for certain that my little canary was close.
Oh, it's so sweet, it's sickly.
Why did you come? You should have forgotten me, as I tried to forget you.
Keyword there is tried.
I cannot leave my people, Hervé. And now that you know about this place, neither can you.
Well, that's great news. Looks like you can be together after
We
all.
must return to Haven and accept my family's judgment.
I'm to meet your family. Oh, my little canary.
This guy.
Please, come and see me later. You did as I asked, and you must be rewarded for it.
Mm-hmm.
But first, follow me, Hervé.
It seems like you're gonna have your hands full with this guy for a while.
To the end of the world and beyond.
I mean, he's dedicated, right? He rode into the abyss, essentially.
He should never have found this place. How could I be so careless?
Well, thankfully, it's just one lover boy.
I doubt anything could have kept that man away.
Yeah, he seems like he would have been contacting witches with scrying orbs if he would have had to. I wonder if she'll come to Martha's Rest with us. Yeah, he got to get some kind of points for determination, right? She left him a note telling him to piss off, and he didn't accept her and rode across the world for it. If there's ever a sign you should give a man a chance, that's probably it. He did not come with us, okay.
We've got a few rooms.
But she might have had some commentary on Martha's Rest if she had come with us.
I remember you. You're the one who saved Whiteheart. How's the old girl doing?
She's very well. Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me. You're the one who saved her. Anyway, what brings you to the rest today?
I was hoping to purchase a Mimit gourd. And I thought you might be able to tell me where I could find one.
Oh, reckon I could do better than that. Just so happens, I've got a whole carload of the blasted things. Not a buyer in sight.
Really?
Aye, you'd be doing me a favor taking a few off my hands before they turn to mush. But just be on the lookout for wild birds, eh? Don't want them chasing after you like they did me.
Oh, is that what he had when his car got ambushed?
And thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Any friend of Whiteheart is a friend of mine. And in times like these, friends have got to stick together.
He's an all-inspiring bird.
Northreach, then. Wouldn't want to keep Mander's father waiting.
I like chocobos. Chocobo is actually very cool. Like a cross between a raptor, a chicken, and an eagle. Pretty cool. Alright, zip on back to Northreach. That is just a hop and a skip across. That's impressive that he rode that distance. Still a skip to get there too. Well, hopefully he can become an honorary member. And hopefully she actually likes him and wasn't just playing with him. Because she's stuck with him now. Or at least in the vicinity. I think we just turn left and run straight to the cliffside, right? It would be a tragic end to that story if the elders of that village decided to just put him down.
Those things
And based on the rest of how he's been talking so far, he'd probably be like, "It is okay, my love. I fear not death, only never seeing your face again." You read one too many Shakespeare books, I think. I'm not sure she's gonna fit on that. They're gonna be very spacious.
Ah, there you are. And this must be Ambrosia, was it? Oh, she's a real beauty, isn't she?
I have the Mimic gourd too. Here.
Thank you kindly. Soon as she's gobbled this up, we'll set sail.
We're going to take a little trip across the bay now, Ambrosia. Don't worry. You'll be all right.
Good go. We have pets in abundance in this game. We got a wolf, we got a bird. Got a whole family unit.
Well, we made it.
You didn't all? She is as white as snow. You're beautiful, aren't you, girl?
Brave, too. She was calm as you like on the journey over. The mimic gourd will have played its part, of course, but passing through the walls enough to spook most birds even then. Not this one, though.
She is very brave.
Ambrosia's been through a lot. I doubt there's much that could unnerve her now.
Saved our life,
Not with
too.
a beloved master by her side.
No. It's you who looks after me, isn't it, girl?
Anyway, thanks for bringing her here. I hope I can breed a bird like her someday.
And if you and Ambrosia need ferrying back to Northreach, you only need say the word.
Thank you. But I think we might explore Mysidia together. What do you say, Ambrosia?
I think that's a very excited yes. Alright, let's go catch up with Loverboy, see what kind of trouble he's gotten himself into. See if she's regretting her decisions. I'm curious where she worked. This place has connections with the Vale, clearly, because the other one was in on that, so maybe people from this village pick up work at the Vale when they need coin.
Forgive me.
There's
There's
no
nothing
need.
to forgive. You two met at the Vale, I take it.
When I worked there, yes.
Yep, called that.
And the coin that my people need to survive. Though Mysidia is our sanctuary, there are certain necessities that it cannot provide.
Yeah.
And for that reason, some of us seek employment beyond the wall. Yet few are the opportunities for
Seems like you
followers
were
of a
giving
strange
Hervey
faith
some
in a
necessities
strange
too.
land.
And so you supported your family as best you could.
I did. And I have never regretted it for a moment. I found a second family in the Vale. And in the Dame, a second mother. I also found Hervey.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Never be. I knew that if I revealed my secret to him, I would be putting my people in danger. But that if I did not, I would be living a lie, unable to return home.
What will happen to him now?
Since our people settled in Mysidia, uninvited visitors have been few and far between, but not unknown. Explorers, survivors of shipwrecks, none lasted long.
I see.
That was before my time, you understand? I've never had to make a decision like this before. Yamila, know that I do not blame you for any of this. It was me who decided to make the trip to shore. Me who exposed our secret. This was my mistake, and I shall bear the responsibility.
Thank you, tributary. I only beg you to remember that Hervé means us no ill will. He's just a fool. A fool who loves me.
I will take that into consideration. But yours is not the only voice I must listen to. The whole family must be consulted, and it may take time for me to arrive at my decision. I hope you understand.
Of course, tributary. However long it takes. Come what may, I thank you, my lord, for bringing us back together.
I think he'll be okay. He means kinda well. If you let him stay, I'm sure he's happy to never leave as long as, well, as long as she's okay with being around him and being his wife. And then tells me he'll settle wherever she goes regardless. I think he'll be okay. He seems harmless if a little dense.
Bastard things.
Well, maybe more than a little dense. Still, I think he'll be alright. Plus, based on how exclusionary this place is, it might help to bring in an outsider or two here and there, because there ain't that many people here for the dating pool. Gotta be careful not to cross genetics. Let's try and dodge as much of this nonsense as we can. Not really on the market to buy mosquitoes right now. Although as harmless as he seems, I also wouldn't trust him to leave. He's a little stupid to let him leave, honestly.
And beyond it,
He strikes me as the type that would just mention how pretty it is while he's swooning at some point.
Hours, as my people call it, can only be reached by passing through them.
A lot of fallen ruins here. Fallen ruins being here makes me wonder even more why Ultima isn't present here.
Make sure this gate stays shut.
And why you carry that impressive-looking axe, I presume?
Noticed her, have you?
One of the first things I noticed. I think the first thing I said about her character model was that it was a pretty axe. Always got my eyes on the weaponry.
Temple is up there.
Don't worry, those cliffs aren't the only way to the top.
I'm curious what the big fight is gonna be here. Maybe Leviathan. Maybe when we free that kid, he's gonna lose his shit. Can't really blame him. 100 years in isolation without being able to talk or move or learn language. Probably wouldn't even know how to communicate. The only person visiting him has been her for, well, once a month. Wouldn't have even learned the language.
This is the mineral Pavar was talking about. The one that rings out like a bell.
I mean, I have learned language and known love and all that, and if I had been frozen stiff, completely conscious for 100 years, I would have lost my mind too.
Yes. As far as we can tell, they're part of the same complex as the temple itself.
To think of all the people who must once have lived here.
Like Mayan vibes. A cool looking place. Shall we take all these little paths? Trying to make sure we get everything. That's a curl, I think. missed that for a second.
Too slow.
That was surprisingly tough. And I got distracted, so I didn't even see the damage we got from that stagger. Not enough to one-shot him, though. You might have noticed I dropped Tsunami, I went back to Judgment Bolt. Didn't seem like the old approach was going to cut the cake on those bigger damage requirements. Especially in a situation where we have to press the attack. I need as much damage as possible for things like that. Can't afford to be messing around with something like Tsunami. I think I took a high potion by accident during that fight, because I only have one left. Hopefully we can get through the little part of the story here before we head back to the village without using any high potions. Then again, the game is pretty good about giving you chests at certain intervals, so it should be okay. I'm definitely noticing that we don't have Will of the Wicks anymore, though, so that's cool. Gotta be a little more on with the dodges.
Is that beast rigging?
About to.
Holding back. Isn't only Haven's blacksmith that has an appetite for these things.
I'm more than happy to be getting them from monster fights too. In fact, I'd prefer it. I'd rather kill beasties than just collect random rocks. Chest. No, I definitely hallucinated the chest.
These remind me of home.
You're from the north, then?
Yes. And no. I see.
No, you won't be doing whatever attack that is. We'll be going to the afterlife.
It's over.
the water cannon we're using, right? What do you do? Let's take a look at what that does. Will damage by 10%. That is pretty good. We need the damage multiplier thing. Oh, we don't need the impulse one anymore, so perfect. We can just switch it to deluge. We're not even using impulse anymore. 10% increase is definitely not a slouchy buff, so it just made us way more effective. Another kill to take care of. Timing. I'm gonna be careful with that. Bouncing around, would you? Damn, that comes out super delayed. It's not bad.
I needed that.
Oh, he hit me with that shit. Did not get out of the way fast enough. Okay, so I'm very quickly learning that there are enemies that I just have a giant weakness on moveset wise. And I only have one potion left.
Do you see that cave up ahead? Whoever lived here carved a flight of stairs into the stone within.
A way to the top.
And whatever it is that awaits us there.
Well, given that this is going to give us a nice little interlude on when we can get there, I'll probably wrap this episode here since we got all the side quests done, and then I'll give the Aire of Hours its nice own little section. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, there is, as always, a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned and I'll see you soon with more Final Fantasy. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.